Welcome to Hampton Downs for the final 3-hour showdown of the 2025 North Island Endurance Series. With heavy fog pushing the schedule back until lunchtime, qualifying was cut to just 15 minutes, and on a wet but drying track, it was always going to be a gamble, and Steve Brooks rolled the dice. He bolted on slicks and left it right to the final lap, snatching pole from Glenn Brazier in the Lamborghini. But maybe the biggest surprise? Brock Gilchrist. In the Class 2 portion, he stuck it in third, ahead of a bunch of GT3 machinery.
There was a decision whether to go on wets or slicks. Decided to take the chance run on slicks, went out, regretted that decision for the first few laps anyway. Came on out and managed to put it on pole, so pretty happy with that. Running now with the AM class in the Audi. Last week I ran with Ryan Wood in the Pro-Am class, and so I did an hour and 50. I was struggling at that point, so to do an hour and a half on this one today should be easy, walk in the park.
Brooks had a great start and cleaned out. Meanwhile, Max Vetto carved through the field in the 992 Porsche and made it through to second. Vidal, Gilchrist and Brazier all jostled for early position, but it was Sam Fillmore in the Audi who quietly started picking them off one by one. By lap 4, Fillmore made a tidy move at turns 2 and 3 to jump Brazier and move into fourth. Moments later, Brooks laid down the first fastest lap of the race, but Fillmore wasn't having it. He immediately beat it, showing he had serious pace. As the opening stint settled in, Brooks began stretching a lead. 33 minutes in, he had a 6.3 second buffer. Gilchrist sat second, Fillmore third, and the rest of the pack, Vito, Brazier, Knighton, trying to hold on. As we ticked toward the 1 hour mark, Fillmore was closing the gap to Gilchrist. He made the pass and locked in second. His sights were now firmly set on Brooks in the lead. Then came pit time. At 1 hour and 8 minutes, Brazier was the first of the front runners to stop. Fuel and tyres only. No driver change. Then came Fillmore with the same strategy, tyres, fuel, and a quick stop. A few laps later, the game changed. Brooks came in on lap 49 for fuel, tyres, and a handover to Bill Ryder. The driver change cost them 30 seconds. Fillmore catapulted into the lead by nearly half a minute. Right after, Gilchrist boxed and handed over to Glenn Cotterill, but disaster struck. A long strapping drama meant they lost over a minute. A rough blow after sitting strong in the top 3 early on. More stops followed. Vito out, Sam Cotterill in. Gilbertson boxed and handed the number 18 Porsche to McIntyre. John then clawed back 2 laps and passed both the 992 Porsches, going from 7th to 5th and first Porsche. Brazier came back in and Daniel Gort took the wheel. The number 89 Lamborghini handed over to Ronan Murphy for the final stint. At lap 70, Fillmore brought the Audi in and Johnny Reed strapped in for the run to the flag. And then, safety car. The breeze on track bunched up the field right on the 2 hour mark. The green flag flew again. It was Johnny Reed out front with fresh tyres and serious pace. Reed wasted no time. He kept smashing the fastest lap of the race. 1 minute 32.0, then 1 minute 31.9, and finally 1 minute 31.682, the quickest of the day. Further back, Daniel Gorn had taken second off riding. Meanwhile, Ronan Murphy, now on the number 89, was trying to unlap himself and was matching the front runner's pace. With 40 minutes to go, the top 3 had shaken out. Reed with a 12.4 second gap to Gorn, riding trailing 56 seconds back. The curfew meant we were a couple of minutes short, but it didn't matter. The result was sealed. With the light fading, Johnny Reid crossed the line to win the 3-hour finale with Sam Fillmore. What a race! The International Motorsport Audi R8 GT3, with 3 wins, takes out the 2025 North Island Endurance Series.
Oh, delighted. It was a great race, again, by the team and Sam, and to deliver in a little bit later conditions. It was starting to get dark, so I was looking for the lights, but it was great fun. Pleasure to be part of it. Oh, I felt confident enough. I knew how hard it is to follow and all the rest of it, but missing part of the car, for us it was really hard to follow. So we were right out by ourselves, but it was difficult when we were catching lap traffic. The Lamborghini, the 34 I think it is, just was coming out of the pits and sort of went to defend, and then he pulled back and then come across again, and I was already committed hard on the brakes, so once he was coming across I had nowhere to go and just run straight up the diffuser. It was a little bit disappointing from both of our parts, but I think when we're driving other people's cars we probably need to play a bit more sporting-like.
Well, it's a long race, isn't it? Mate, it's just sitting there and picking your time, and I sort of felt like the car came to us. Yeah, I really enjoyed it actually. Like the car got better and better, and the lap time started to come, and we took the lead, so it was good. We'll head to the South Island, won't we? We'll have a little break and maybe a little drink out of the cup, and then down to the South Island in September.
Dan done a fantastic job to bring it home and pick a few extra spots off at the end.
It's always great fun driving these cars here at Hampton Downs, and just didn't quite have the pace that they had in the IMS car, and just lost front end grip as the stint went on, and it just progressively got worse. But just fun to be out there, fun with Glenn, fun to be back in the North Island Endurance Series and James Marshall Motorsport.
South Island's next for me, sort of thing. So I think Gaunty might be heading offshore to do some stuff.
I'm just filling in for the absent Andrew Wade, who's off in America. We've got some stuff later in the year in the Asian Le Mans Series. Super sub, maybe, if you want.
It's been great racing with the team today. Bill did a stellar job. Yeah, mate, he's run off. He's got to get changed. We're off to board a flight.
Obviously, you got pretty good form going south.
Yeah, look, honestly, we're going to go down. So I know Sam and Johnny were just mentioning they're going to head down, and they think they're going to take it out, but we'll smash them. Yeah, and then we'll go car racing.